Hello and welcome to Rick's Garage, and today I am joined by Mrs. Garage. See you in a minute. Hello and welcome back. So today I'm going to what looks like a bit of a special place for a bit more work on the Alfa Romeo. My wife is here, Mandy. Say hello.
Hi.
So yeah, we'll discuss more and pick up where we left off last time in the car whilst we're driving. So without further ado, let's go. So hello, welcome back. So just picking up from the last video where we left off. Now as you remember, I was driving last time on the way to the MOT centre, and I'm very happy to say that yes, she passed her MOT with flying colours, not a single advisory. Yeah, I was absolutely chuffed to bits with that. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to fail by any means, but you know, for it to pass completely trouble-free with zero advisories, you know, it's a big thing, especially when she's been off the road for 2 years. So yeah, now with regards to the running issues, the headlight or the main beam, that has been rectified. That was put down to a faulty fuse. And also the running issue, it still needs to go back to Gus at Alfa Tune to have that sorted. It's not happening all the time, it is intermittent, but nevertheless it's still there. He does suspect that the issue is down to a MAF sensor. So yeah, she's going back to Alfa Tune to have that rectified. So what we're doing today in today's video, well, I'm going to what looks like a very nice place called Tuned UK, and what they are going to do is set up all the wheel alignment and everything on the GTV. Now these come recommended to me. They are a very highly reputable place. They do wheel alignments for very high performance cars and lots of race cars. They are the go-to place. It looks very good. The website is very good. I will put a link in the description for that. So yeah, that is pretty much it. That's what we're doing today. Luckily for me and my wife, we've actually got a babysitter for today. This is the first time we've actually been out together doing something on our own for, what is it?
15 months.
15 months? So yeah, and obviously I know how to treat a lady. I bring her out in the Alfa, but that is what we're doing today. We're going to get the wheel alignment sorted. I'm going to try and get some of it on video, and whilst we're there, we're going to get some dinner, have a nice little drive in the Alfa. So it should be a decent day. Let's get going.
I think the first thing we're going to need to do is get the initial report and see where we're at.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's had a nut and bolt rebuild,
Yeah.
I think your geometry is going to be a mile out.
Oh yeah.
I can see by your rear camber already that
Yes.
it's out.
Yeah.
We'll do a rollback, do a swing on the front, get your casters, camber and toe. I'll get your thrust angles as well, see where we're at.
Yeah.
And then hopefully transform and drive. centralise.
Okay. Everything's been.
Have you done that?
Yes.
Perfect. So you centralise the steering wheel and the steering rack before putting the tyre rods back on. That's fine, don't worry, we can find out. I'll find out now. But yeah, you can see how bad it is.
Yeah.
How far out it is, it's rolling itself at the moment. The steering rack is centralised, so I've got no concerns there.
Right, brilliant.
Make an initial change by eye first,
Right.
just to get it roughly where I need it.
I'll try not to get in your way.
Everyone else does, don't they?
So you just made sure that the rack is central to the steering wheel first. And the heat in the tyres, since we've arrived, the tyres are very, very warm, which obviously indicates how off the toe is on the front wheel especially. So as it is at the moment, the machine wouldn't pick it up even?
It would do, but I would much rather get it roughly where I think it should be, and then we can. It would give us an exact measurement.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather, because what happens is, because the front wheels are so far out, as soon as it hits these front plates, it will just push the plates out.
Right.
So then it could give us a different caster reading.
Right.
To a more precise one. So it would still give us a correct reading.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of doubt, but I'd just much rather do it.
And just very quickly again, because I missed it off camera, you said you worked for Toyota.
I subcontract to a company called Speedworks Motorsport.
Right.
They are a manufacturer in British touring cars. So
Right,
I work for Speedworks and Toyota Gazoo Racing.
Right.
I've been doing touring cars for a number of years now. I've done British GT racing as well.
It's a good CV.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Very lucky.
Yeah. Vauxhall Vetra Super Touring. I used to own one of these. Absolutely love the Vetra B. Fantastic cars. And the Civic Type R behind me on the lift, you know, disc lock security, those steering wheel, full coverage steering wheel locks. They own this. This is their car that they compete with.
So that's your current position on your car, which is 4° negative camber.
Yeah.
You're going to get too much wear on the inner edge here now.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Every race car is always going to have rear camber and front camber added to the car.
Right.
But the problem that we've got is when you're on track, for example, if you have got a significant amount of camber, you are pushing the car to its tolerance. So all the weight distribution will go from one side of the car to the other when cornering, so the car will lean. So getting the correct amount of camber on any race car is all about testing.
Yeah.
But when you are set up correctly with the correct amount of camber, when the car leans, you will find that
more contact patch.
The whole contact patch will be in contact with the tarmac. Unfortunately, with yours, with being 4° negative, you're not really going to push it that much to be able to get the contact patch on the
It's just always going to be running on the inside edge, isn't it?
So I need to have a look at what's going on with that.
Right. So the camber on the rear is 4 degrees out on both sides, which is, he says, is significant. He's going to do what he can to try and get it down to at least 2, but we shall see how we get on. I know many people have issues with doing the camber on the back of these, but we shall see how we get on. So we're just doing the driver's side rear toe. How much out was it on that side?
6 millimeters.
6 millimeters out.
Very similar to what they've done actually last year with film and television production.
And as you can see, top right, it's just coming into within tolerance now. And what does it need to be?
Ideally, on the back of this, well, it all depends if you're talking to the purists or not, but for me, you want to be at least parallel on the back end for motorsport, fast road, 1 mil toe in really.
Right.
But yeah, for me, if it was going to be used for fast road stroke track, then I'd be setting it to at least parallel on the back.
Right.
Unbelievable timing with decided on the finest margins, but we're looking forward to it.
And cricket officials in India have.
How far out was that one?
This side was 3 mil towing out.
3 mil towing out. And what we out now? 1.6.
1.6 toe in, but that's a little bit too much. I might reduce that, yeah. But until we do this rear camber, it's quite a fast road on there.
Yeah.
I'd like to set this rear up so that the camber was absolutely spot on.
So unfortunately we can't adjust the rear camber because there's just no adjustment in it at the moment.
At the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
How's it working magic?
Problem being, we're guessing, is the adjustment is in the right here in the ball joints, but there's no, I've replaced these ball joints for new ones and there's no room for adjustment at all whatsoever, but it's something that we're going to come back and work on in the future to get some adjustment in that. But for now, we're just going to do the toe in and toe out, and the front will be set up bang on. So when we leave the shop today, it'll be, you know, 90%, 80% there, but I will need a revisit. How are we looking on the front?
I made some adjustments before I put the gauges on because it was so far out.
Right.
So it's still towing in too much now. So I'm just going to bring the toes out to around 1 mil toe out on the front.
Okay.
Both sides, and then she's ready for a test drive, I think.
Brilliant.
Quite good. You're running 1.5 degree negative camber, so yes, Alfa said the best specification would be 1 degree negative camber. Because you've lowered it, you've actually got only 0.04 degree between your right camber and your left camber. That's absolutely spot on. 1.5 degree camber will help massively, especially on spirited drives. So we're going to set it to 1 mil out on the front toes, leave your cambers as they are and take it for a test drive, and hopefully it'll transform it.
Okay. I've had a problem with is the rear camber. Very, very common thing, I believe, on these. There just seems to be no or very little adjustment at all on the rear. I believe there is a kit you can buy for it. The guys just found a kit for me from the States, so I do need to bring it back to have the rear camber sorted once and for all. But the tour is done on all four corners, the alignment is done, and it's driving. I've just taken it for a test drive. It's driving so much better. But yeah, it's done. He charged me £64, absolute bargain, because it's transformed the ride. It's just driving in a straight line now. So we're going to head home. What is it? 50 minutes? 50 minutes. We're going to maybe get a quick bite to eat on the way home. But yeah, fantastic. See you shortly. So as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye. It is good though, isn't it? Nicole's good and it sounds awesome. Done it though.